Those who haven't delivered their story yet will present it to me in the next class. Otherwise, your final qualification will suffer the consequences. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer. No? You can leave then, except for you. Please come closer. Sit. You realize why you're here. Alone? Don't you? No, it is not your grades or your general participation in class. Those are fine. Although you are slightly shy. It's because of the last assignment you delivered. Even though it's technically impeccable, you know very well I cannot approve it. Please, no. Don't play dumb with me. You can be many things, but you are certainly intelligent enough. I believe it's because of its contents. The story of a teacher dominating a student, and the descriptions and names ring a very familiar bell. We could get in a lot of trouble for this, for your little game. So, I think it's better to be discreet about it. Tell me, what were you thinking about? For how long has this fantasy of yours been going? Would you like me to read aloud some of your homework so you can see precisely what I mean? This paragraph, for example, I quote, "The student felt his hands exploring, touching, defining a cartography of unbound pleasures, of the forbidden joys so desperately craved. Until that moment, ecstasy had only been an abstraction. Now, it was a harsh reality, and there was no turning back." Quite poetic. Should I go on, my student? Oh, but I will anyway. It is for your best interest. Look up. His methods were severe, yet the student enjoyed them. Rules were broken on purpose, morality taunted, decency mocked. Fear was only a part of the delight, the fear of his hands and his voice. Fear of how far they could take something so indecent in the name of decency. This was a sacred paradox. and the punishment was indeed severe. No pain was spared, all in the name of discipline, of course. Clothes were torn apart, and the student was forced to make up for the transgressions with tears of pain and joy. In force, dignity broken, picking up the failed homework under the diligent and cruel stare of her teacher, her owner. It was the lowest of times. It was the highest of times. So, my student, actually, I enjoyed that last line. Very good reference to Dickens. It is a fairly impressive work, and I expected no less from you. As a matter of fact, you will continue to write these stories for me. You heard me well. You will continue to write, and I will read and evaluate all of them. They will be written in paper, by hand, and by no means be less than 1,000 words and no more of 2,000. And we shall evaluate them in my home. What's the matter? Didn't I make myself clear enough? After all, you are my student, and I don't want to see such a talent wasted without the proper guidance. Stand up. We are going to perform a small exercise. Come here. Let me make some space. Sit on my desk. You heard me well. Now, sit on my desk. Lay your back upon it, your head too. Put your palms up and open. I knew what you were thinking before your story. You are subtle, but I've seen you staring in class. In order to improve your technique, you need to explore beyond sight. So I will cover your eyes now with my tie. Sorry if the knot is too tight, but I don't trust you. I know you will try to look. You're always trying to look. So stand still and focus on the feelings of my hands over your body. How does it feel when I touch caress or press your skin? Does it feel as good as you imagined when you were writing? Tell me. And don't forget to call me Professor at all times. Focus first on the feeling on your uniform. Record every sensation. You will use them in your next assignment. You will bleed passion if you must. I will train you to perfection. Are you feeling it, my student? Then say, yes, Professor. That is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. You're such an intelligent student after all. Since you're such an exceptional student, I think a reward is in order. Stand still. Let me unbutton your uniform. Is this what you imagined, my student? Don't you ever forget this feeling. Write about it as soon as you get home. You will carry these secrets in your flesh and in your soul. Do you know what Magister means? It is Latin. It means both teacher and master. That's what I will be from now on, my student. You're late for your next class. 1,000 words minimum, 2,000 maximum, handwritten at my place. And please, button up your shirt, will ya? Goodbye.